been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is
Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now Brees finding Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brees on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brees now. And it's held in by Jared Cook. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brees. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A 4-yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 5. At the 45-yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ruiz, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Now that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and in a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Saints add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You know, perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
You're worried about your hands, though. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another win in the fold.
And you talked, watching. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Badgley's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Score Saints 14, Chargers 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Breeze pass complete to Alvin Kamara.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The first quarter with the score Saints 14. Chargers.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
number 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him, try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but was also the run after the catch, that's what made it impressive.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Herbert back to the air, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal, Chargers.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
You've got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert setting up to throw on first down, escaping the pressure right, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Alvin Kamara. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the return, it's King. Able to avoid him. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Desmond King on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On the screen, this is Eckler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Harris now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
They're on 21-yard
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So time perhaps for one final kneel down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Chargers 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Desmond King now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him.
Herbert has it knocked free, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return, and a Saint touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. On the return, here's King. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the...
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
31. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Austin Eckler, the Charger ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Austin Eckler.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's taken in by Cowboy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
For a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze finding Harris over the middle.
Breeze.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Makes the score Saints.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
A 3-yard.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Hooked on by Casey Hayward. And he'll return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And the Chargers.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The ball carrier.
Desmond King making the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.